you guys doing? Oh my god, I feel like I'm always very excited when I come on the show because it's always fun and vibes and gossip every time. It's another beautiful Tuesday, guys, and you know how we do it. We bring to you all the juicy stuff happening on the Peppery Spot Show, guys. Yes, and of course, don't forget that you're watching Voice Tone. My name is Choma Eze.
And yes, my name is Omobola Val, the Vibe Queen.
Yes. So we have amazing stories today because honestly, from the weekend, sometimes during the weekend, like I always pray, I always wish that let Tuesday come before Monday because that's when we get to dish out all the gossip. I'm telling you.
The Afrobeat show.
I'm telling you. But yeah, like there were a lot of stories that happened during the weekend and then on Monday. And honestly, I saw a very sad story today that I feel like I would love to take last. But
I think a story I want us to take first so that we can then go into happiness.
Well, that's true. That's actually true. Because the story that I saw now, okay, maybe I should even say this side. So in fact, as a matter of fact, let me start with happy story. Then we can go sad and then go back happy.
Because,
Okay. So we have like a couple of stories here and I think I'll be starting with BBNAIJA because there's like basketballs happening everywhere. So we had we've had like a lot of things happening. Then we've had like the night party where there's always dancing, rocking, everything, you know, and people have just had like a whole lot to say about it. But this particular one is between BBNAIJA, Neo and V, right? And remember that when it was like during their set, you know, there was the whole, you like Neo, I don't like Neo, you like Neo, you like him, you know. But now, guys, I feel like V put out something, and I mean it's clear that BBNAIJA actually really liked Neo.
But she denied. Why was she denying?
I saw a clip where she was like, I have a boyfriend, though, I have a boyfriend.
The reunion show.
Yes.
Like there was a reunion show when V was like, you like I miss V on my TV.
Do you know, I'm just praying that because I've been hearing rumors. I'm telling you, I've been hearing rumors of like people coming back to the house.
She said she's not coming. Somebody said, I want V on my TV, and she said
back.
No.
But even if she doesn't come back, I hope that she would be part of like the judges for like almost the jury
I
rather.
she will not yank off Neo.
She will not Neo. This is where she will remove BBNAIJA. She will remove her from the list like this, honestly. And again, I feel like it also like reminds us of the fact that you know how you say stuff like, how would I put it now? You know how like women have like a feeling or like they have like more like your intuition. Like that's why they always say that women don't joke with your intuition because sometimes you might just want to like let go of it or like ignore it, but at the end of the day it ends up being correct.
It's just like what we said on the Love Friday show last Friday when we said like most of the things that women suspect they're actually real.
Exactly.
Or even if what the lady is suspecting is not happening at that moment, there's a tendency that
it might still happen. Like she don't see future. She don't know say if it happen for
knows
future.
when a girl
I'm
is
telling
trying
you.
to get a man.
But
She
anyways,
knows.
I think the good thing is I love how V handles handled that in the past and how she's handling it now. Like it's almost like she's catching clues with it, and I'm loving it. But yeah.
Okay, for me, I feel like this particular story, like I just want to let go so that we can just go into like less emotional stories. I mean, there was some time ago when AY like opened his apartment, his house. When he purchased his house, like there was a tour. There were videos showing like doing a tour around his house, and you know the pool, how massive that building is.
Yeah.
And recently, I mean, a few days ago, it was first a rumor because I was feeling like, oh, it can't be true. And we saw like a video of a house down in flames, right? And I was just hoping that it wasn't true.
Yeah.
And then, especially because AY and his wife, they had not confirmed.
Yeah.
Until, you know, his brother, Yomi Casual's wife, Fab Jewels, posted something thanking, you know, her husband and AY's other brother, Lanre Makun.
Yeah.
And, you know, saying that, you know, some people will blame her for thanking God, but they know why they are thanking God, you know. And at first I didn't understand because that house was burnt to beyond recognition, like, and all the properties, like I can't just imagine how much has just gone down the drain. But like I now looked at it from another perspective because, you know, I was sharing it with my mom, and my mom was like, you don't know why she's thanking God, because with this kind of fire, if they were actually in that house, nobody would have survived. And, you know, so I just recently noticed that his wife and kids are actually in the US. And I know he also said something when he tweeted about the fact that, oh, thank God for family and for for God or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
and he said, "See you in the US in few days,"
Yeah.
right? So I feel like only God knows. What if he
Somebody
was
was
in the
inside.
building, because
Yeah.
nobody would have survived. That was really sad. But I don't really like the fact that sometimes we get really insensitive with stuff like this, and people are, you know, in such a sad situation, people are still dropping comments saying stuff like, "Yusef, you see what Basket's mouth head has done to you." You know, they've been having like a riff.
But that's crazy.
That's actually very insensitive, because this is life.
Wow.
I feel like there are people I have issues with, but it doesn't go beyond me just
tell you.
wanting them out of my personal space. I don't wish them death or
I tell
anything
you.
negative. So for somebody to be
that's
saying
deep, man.
such money in this Nigeria of today
Yeah.
went down the drain, and all you can think about is that you've been doing too much with Basket Mouth and this and that. Like, that's not even the right thing to say. I just feel like it's really, really sad. But
Yeah.
I'm just grateful also that, you know, this person is not, because imagine this is a very poor person.
Yeah.
Where you won't start from.
It would have been crazy, honestly. Like when I saw that story, I was really sad. My prayer was, I just hope that nobody's inside, because I mean, I feel like the person that recorded that video took it from like an angle where you see like the fire actually coming out from the building. So I was just praying that nobody was inside. And when what's her name,
Fab's Jewel.
Yeah, when she came out and when she posted like the video, I'm like, crazy. Like it was even worse than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, she posted something where she was like, she's grateful for like the brothers, like you said. And I mean, I feel like this also reiterates how important family is.
Yes.
And I mean, she talked about how she understands why he doesn't joke with his brothers, right?
Yeah.
Because they have like a very strong bond.
Yes.
And just seeing that this happened and they were able to like handle it like he was around, right? I mean, I think it's really wonderful to see. And I feel like for people that like have had negative things to see on social media, I feel like these people exist. People that don't care about how you feel, people that are just there to make you feel bad. And I feel like it's very important that right now people should just start ignoring people like that, because they exist. Because I feel like we've preached about how you need to be kind with your words, especially online, because some people, they get most of their what word will I use now? Most people depend on what you say on, how would I put it? It's not a conscious thing, right? But things that you see on social media somehow affect some people, right? I mean, there are people that can deal with it while others don't know how to deal with it. So if at this point, you know, you don't know how to use good words or kind words, you know, to people or for people, then there's nothing we can do for you. The only advice we can give to people right now is just try to remove your mind from people like that, or try to ignore the negativity that comes with like being on social media.
I feel like I can't remember the
positivity.
celebrity
like
we interviewed, and we're like, I think we're asking the person like, how do you deal with trolls on social media or something, and the person said something about the fact that I don't even look through, like it's only when it's important that I even use my phone. My PAs do the so sometimes they already take it off. I think that is very necessary, because sometimes when you see some of these things you'll be tempted to respond, but I also I've noticed that it works well for those celebrities who do not respond, then the matter just dies down. But when you keep responding, then you are even giving those people ginger.
And the funny thing is that at the beginning you will think, you know, saying I always cruise from beginning. Like instead of doing, let me respond, until they will say the one that will really touch you. And I feel like that can really affect you. So yeah, please just try to tune off, you know, try to ignore the negativity and just focus on the positivity.
Exactly.
Okay, so I feel like the next story that I have is 1 minute, everybody. I saw it right now. Okay, I have a story from Simi, right? Okay. And she posted something about her daughter. You know, she's not really her daughter per se, but she was talking about how, you know, like when she was pregnant for Dija. She started having like eye issues, and then she said to you now that she didn't even know it was going to be serious, that now it's even worse than she thought. And then the next video was where she was wearing glasses, and I feel like that just made me remember, you know what, because I mean I have friends that have gotten married and have children. My best friend is married with good children, with beautiful children, and I know, like, I mean we had that period, and I know the things that change in her body and the things that she still like. Most times when she's like this thing, what you get. And just seeing, first of all, shout out to all mothers, honestly, because when I saw that video, I could relate, even though I've not given birth, I could relate because like I've experienced it I've not experienced it, but like I've been with someone that's experienced it. And first of all, I was smiling because it was such a wonderful thing. I mean, children are gifts from God, right? But like how she told the story and how it just made me, you know, remember what my friends and my best friend and like a lot of women, you know, have had to pass through with the birth of their children. I'm like, women, see, anywhere you see any woman, buy parfait for her.
See, Yeah,
Buy
like women
parfait for
actually
mothers.
deserve. I've seen friends who were not so close with their mothers, and after giving birth, they are like, I can't joke with. Like I have someone in mind who like personally told me that, Bolanle, see, I can't joke with my mother because how did these women even give birth to so many children? And sometimes I remember that some of these things, for instance, like I have a monologue on like motherhood, and a guy asking, what do you bring to the table as a pregnant woman? You're just lazying around, and I think that was also largely influenced by my friends because when we're on like group calls and they begin to share experiences, there are some that say till date the back pain is still there.
It's crazy.
Like, and their kids are grown.
It's
like
crazy.
their kids, we're talking about kids who are about 4 years, 5 years. There are some vision, there are some swollen foot, and there is one particular, in fact, she's a Nollywood actress. That particular one, she uses, I even thought she had an accident. She uses what's this thing? Bandage on her left arm. I don't know what she called it, and she was like, there was one day she practically revealed it via like a vlog on her page. That it was when she got pregnant that she even thought maybe she slept on her hand, and or when she now went to the hospital they called it a name and they said until date, and her son, like her son is all grown, and I'm like mothers like they're really trying. I can't imagine saying like mothers that now go through that for their kids and still maltreat their kids, or I'm not saying scolding or training your child, right? But like some you hear of mothers who want to kill their kids, who want to, I'm like how all those sacrifices just waste? How have you just forgotten and all?
Honestly, and I feel like it's really sad because we've had stories like that happen, like that we've talked about on Peppery Spot, where a mother did this to her child, where a mother did this. I mean, it's really sad, but yes, shout out to all mothers.
Shout out to all mothers. Okay, so I mean, this other gist there, I feel like Christy O is giving me the V vibes. Like she's giving me the I talk something behind your back and I go talk and for your front vibes. So recently there's this interview that went viral, and remember that even before the interview, like she's been dropping tweets. Like first it was, hey, now wow, believe celebrities at your own risk, that out of all these people that made mouth saying they won't be there, blah blah blah, and people are like, okay, like that interview they were asking her, okay, who are these people? Like go straight. I love the fact that Christy O was just coming now. Like she was like, I was actually referring to Ilebaye and Angel, because Angel was always saying she this biggie something, she would rather be in her father's house, and Ilebaye was also saying it's not for the soft skinny con. So to see them there, and the interviewer was not like, okay, there was also one where he said you are slut shaming somebody when your spot is at there's one popular I think I don't know, maybe prostitutes stay there, and then the interviewer was like, of course we know that this place is largely or popularly known for prostitutes. For prostitutes. So why would you, and who were you referring to? I thought she wouldn't mention names, so she was like, actually that she was referring to T-BAJ.
Oh my god.
That because T-BAJ was slut shaming Ilebaye, knowing fully well that. So the person was like, have you ever seen, because that interviewer actually I'm just so surprised that Christy O didn't take that question to heart, because that interviewer was like, it takes somebody who went to this venue to see another person there. So what were you doing there? So she was not like, well, it's not like she was there, but she's heard like rumors, and then she just wanted to even say something that would hurt her, since she was trying to slut shame Ilebaye, and it was Neo that even invited Ilebaye to there. So I mean
I feel like Sissy has been, not Sissy, rather Christy O. Like first of all, I love that because during her season she was free, but then she wasn't really out there like that.
Yeah, that's what people were saying, that coming from someone that could not
that
say
wasn't really
exactly.
So somehow, like when I started seeing her tweets and all, I just felt like she was trying to use this to be, to shine. Because honestly, whether we like it or not, all these ex-BBN housemates, when like they have like a recent one going on, when they start to talk, you start to remember what they did in the house. You start to remember like how they acted in the house, and that would make them popular again. And I feel like that's the strategy some of them are using. That's why you see Tacha that I've been talking about, how they're not paying her, she's not going back to the house. Funny enough, I felt like she was really not interested in this until I saw a YouTube video talking about like the All-Stars, because she was like, how can there be an All-Stars without me talking about it and all. So I mean, that's fine, honestly. But I feel like, this period, they are really using it to, bring back, make people remember that, I was in the house before. I was in the house before.
Like this
exactly.
Bito.
Yes.
I've never heard about
Even
Bito.
Bito,
Really.
exactly.
I don't think
Bito
I was
was
really
quite
active
intelligent.
during that
He's a journalist. He's quite intelligent, honestly. But then again, he left early, and he left. I think he left before Princess that period, right? So honestly, when I saw Christy Yo's interview, I was like, ha. Like it felt like she was ready. Like when she was going for that interview, she knew that she knew what she was going for, and she achieved what she was going for, because she has to stay relevant.
Exactly.
We're obviously talking about her now because of what she said. She's definitely achieved her goals. So I don't know, but I think at the end of the day, it's working for them. It's working for her because like in the house, the reason why they even evicted Princess in the first place is because she wasn't really, even if you say this is their strategy, shall make noise, shall be everywhere. Let us know that you are in the house, And that even brings me to her. Wow, I'm really moving to another gist. But that brings me to her because I saw a video where she was like, what do you guys expect me to do? I'm quiet. Like, you expect a grown woman like me to be quiet, Exactly. So just be everywhere. Like, you don't have to look for trouble. You'll just be everywhere.
Nigerians are not nice. People were like, even second chance, no reach this girl. Whether they give you third chance, go still reach you.
I'm not going. But it doesn't change the fact that Princess is a beautiful woman.
She's a beautiful woman. Pageant color lunch. It's not a beauty kidney contest.
The videos and comments that I've seen on social media, I'm like, you guys should do like this. Do like this. But all the same, I feel like these people. Yeah, but I feel like
this was not necessary.
I feel like she felt like she needed to explain herself, and it's fine that she did. Honestly, it's fine because there are some quiet people, and it doesn't matter. Honestly, like if you're quiet in the house, it doesn't matter. I think it's your luck and grace because. Miracle that won Big Brother Naija was not a noisemaker.
But he was giving a show now.
What show was he giving?
Hey, at least you love her boy. He was
quiet. This is the
they were fighting. They were
Miracle in his first week was quiet. This is Princess's 1 week now. Do you want a grown woman like she said in her words? You want a grown woman in the first week to be meandering with men?
The funny thing,
it's too early.
Let me tell you something. There was a lot to even give you as a quiet person.
Yeah.
Even if it's.
Because there was even a time that she entered
and be saying, "Calm down, guys."
Yeah. No, she was there. And there was even a time she bought smarter. Like somebody said, but wait, how did Princess enter this conversation? So we're not saying she had to choke her head in that matter. So she tried her best. She tried to be everywhere, but you know what? And I think the person that's also using the strategy is Venita. Venita is so. I feel like that's her strategy. Somehow in every argument and conversation, she's always choking. Even with her brother, even with her cousin, she shot.
I don't think it's a strategy for her. Did you see what V said about her? Like V was like, she's bitter. I don't even know what conversation happened in the house that day. And V was like, if you want to marry your cousin, let us cook no. So that she's so bitter.
But the thing is. At the first show that she attended, that she went for, we didn't see this part of her. Yeah. Right? So like I'm wondering, and she was in the house for a while. So I'm just wondering how. So this time that because when she came back now from the first day, when Sissy and Alex they had issues, and she was in the midst, people were like, "What the fuck is Venita doing?" Oh my god, I'm sorry for that word, but like, what's Venita doing in the middle? How did she enter the mix? Do you get? But if his strategy is working because somehow people have been voting for her. She was not part of the last 3.
Honestly.
But so it's fine. We move. Hey.
Anyway, my next use is going to be on you. Edoche, I don't like the fact that I'm even talking about it because honestly, I'm part of those people that feel that blogs are giving these people relevance. Like his explanation is too much. So he came recently again to, like his father, I think we even mentioned it during our last show. Yeah. Like his father said, he wasn't aware, nobody brought a second wife and all. This boy now went to... I feel like Rita is Yu's nemesis. Honestly.
And I love it. I love it actually.
Because
I love it.
He brought out a video where they were on set. I don't understand. You expect that because I am your father and I don't consent to your second wife, my profession, I'm called as a professional to come and act. I should not deliver because it's you and your wife. Waiting concern me, I will get paid. So he's not bringing out a video to say Kiniko, you that is saying you were not aware of this, and then you don't know the real story. He's not bringing a video of them acting with the wife kneeling down. And Rita was like, I don't understand Igbo, so I don't really understand that caption. But even from the few English that were, she inserted there, I understood that what she was trying to say is that, what are we saying? What are you saying?
Honestly, even when I went to the comment section, people were like, please, I think somebody needs to check on you, because somehow it feels like he's been acting. See, he's been acting really
I'm
weird.
actually bothered.
See, at this point, I'm not really, like, I think he needs help, honestly.
Really?
I don't know if it's spiritual or mental or whatever. It's maybe he's still healing from his son, maybe something, I don't know, but something is going on with him, and somebody needs to check on him, because he needs all the love he can get right now. Because when I saw that video on Instagram, I'm like, especially when I now found out that it was an old video, and this is coming also after like Peter Doce, talked about like himself, like him and like his wife and all. So when I saw that video, I'm like, unnecessary. It wasn't important, It
was not needed. It was not needed.
I'm praying for him, honestly. And by God's grace, that thing that he's saying most people don't know, like the story that he's saying we don't have like full knowledge of. Hopefully he will tell us what it is, so that we'll know whether we can maybe we can help him. So we just wish them well. I just hope that May is also handling this well, because I mean, at the end of the day, she's also the one that's going to suffer this.
Honestly,
so yeah,
I'm really bothered about her mental health at the moment. Really. I just pray that God will just continue to strengthen her.
I pray so too. Amen. I feel like the last story that I have is a very sad story and a very weird story. So I saw the story right now on social media where a football coach in Ondo State, Ekiti State, they arrested him. What did he do? He tied his girlfriend
and removed intestine.
And the crazy thing is that when they say stories like this, when you hear stories like this, sometimes it sounds false, or it sounds like a joke until you really see that these things actually happen. Like I watched this crazy interview. Like he talked about how when his girlfriend slumped, he poured hot water on her. And they were asking him, are you not supposed to be a football coach? So if your people slump on the ground, is it hot water you will pour on them? And then, okay, how did pouring hot water on them on her now move to tying her and removing her intestine?
And then the funny thing is the fact that he kept saying, I didn't kill her, I only removed her intestine. I don't understand. How can you keep saying you didn't kill? What? Like, honestly, and when watching the video, I just felt like, are you sure this guy is normal? Are you sure he's not? Not, because some people are not normal.
I'm telling you,
I'm
would
not
think
sure that
normal.
guy is normal. I'm not sure that guy
because
is normal.
If you don't still realize that you killed somebody, then that's a problem. That's a very big problem.
You are saying you removed the intestine. Is that one not a crime?
You that now.
You removed the integral part of somebody's stomach, and you are saying
you did not kill her. When I was watching the video, I'm like, see, whatever you do in this life, know God.
Honestly.
See, very important, because the truth is, this babe had a boyfriend and she didn't know her boyfriend would kill her, right? So I mean, she
should have felt safe.
Exactly. Exactly. Only for you to remove her intestine. So please know God and be careful, right? Be very careful, because things they happen. Times they seeing crazy things are happening. She know what she see when she talk. So please be careful, guys.
I feel like the last story for me is going to be on I don't even know why this thing is becoming a trend, and for these people I feel like I'm really hoping it's not true, because sometimes to just love her, even though sometimes like it might take a while, the truth will definitely reveal itself, right? But sometimes at least we've had some stories that we didn't eventually hear anything about it. So this one is on Tonto Dike's ex-husband, Churchill. And I'm praying it's not true, because Tonto Dike will laugh.
What did Churchill do?
So that according to the story now, Rosie, his current wife, was just like, he used to say, he's my boss, he's my brother.
Yeah.
That was the popular slang, right? And Tonto said until she snatched her husband, blah, blah, blah. And Tonto also said, like, Churchill, she accused Churchill of domestic violence and the likes, yeah? So, recently, that's how we got, like, this gist. And they were like, okay, it be like, say, kata don't happen, say, Rosie has always been beaten, like she has been molested physically by Churchill, and she even cheated, he cheated, like she's been going through a lot of stuff, and she doesn't even have the guts, like she can't even say anything, like she doesn't have the right to say anything. If not, she will be dealt with mercilessly. Like that, in fact, this is katakata. They've said, oh yeah, stay separately, that, but definitely that currently they are running to cover the issue up, and they want to do cover up. And me, I now got to Rosie. I wasn't even following her. And I got to Rosie's page, and I noticed that Rosie posted something, like, you know, all this write-up.
Yeah.
And she said something. What's that write-up? She just said something that was sounding, maybe the only person you can trust is God, or people who are it's just something that is giving hints. And I'm like, this thing cannot be true. If it is true, because you know Tonto's, like, it was a full album.
Yeah.
Even me, I was part of the people that were saying, okay, Tonto should, at this point,
even till now, there was thing that she did a recap of, like, she said, go to my YouTube page if you don't understand the full story. Like,
Tonto
don't worry till now. But you guys,
laugh,
seriously, like, this is not a story that I always love to laugh about or joke with, because it's a very, very serious topic. But then again, I would always say that, you see, she entered there with her full eyes, her eyes wide open, like with her legs. She entered because Tonto Dike, even though people think she's a troublesome woman, for a man to hit her, for her to show you evidence of him hitting her, and you still went into that relationship, you still decided that you want to marry him, then whatever you see, you take, honestly. But I don't know, at the end of the day, when you still enter inside, we are still the ones that will still advise you to come out, because you cannot go and die because of a man. So at this point, I just hope that she's able to leave this guy for good. And even though Tonto Dike, and truth is, if it is true, and the truth is, Tonto Dike go laugh, but at the end of the day, it's your head that is important.
Ready. And at least your happiness, your
matters
testimony,
a
fact
lot,
that you are alive,
and your life
alive
is very important.
But just get ready to
even though she go laugh,
because
okay,
you know people will give that line of that Yorubas will say that, you know, and the cane where they use. Who have album.
But even though, just take it that it will happen, but just know that your life is safe and all. But I mean, it's a sad story, and I just hope that people, I just hope they look into this Churchill guy, because you can't. A lot of women cannot be accusing you of one thing. It means that
because it was that blog that made me know that this is the third wife.
Yeah, I think so. Because after Tonto, he married somebody else.
Oh, he married somebody else after Tonto?
Yes, before another person again. So, I don't know honestly, but I just hope that she's fine, and I hope that they're able to look into this guy once and for all, so that, please, another woman cannot fall victim. Very important.
Exactly.
We're done with the stories.
Yes, so we've come to the end of the Peppery Spot Show.
Yes,
you
guys.
You see why she's always excited about, because
this is where we give people the stories. Like
we just spill it.
I'm telling you.
I mean, it's
but I had a great time on the show, though.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. So, guys, I mean, I hope you enjoy. You even
you don't have a choice.
When they share the story, we enjoy them.
Who are you not to enjoy it?
Of course. But you know what to do, right, guys? Please like, drop comments, share with your friends, share the link with your friends, and I mean, download the VoiceTone app.
Very important.
Because, guys, so that you can always tune in, listen to it live, and share with your friends. It's available for Android and iOS.
Yes.
I mean, so it's available. Download and also subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get to watch the video version of these shows at VoiceTone. And yes, guys, you can follow me on Instagram at Omobolale Adigun _.
And you can also follow me on Instagram at Choma_Eze.
Yep. Signing out, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day.